and honorable members, I thank you for granting me this opportunity to appraise you on Uganda's preparedness to host.
Is the paper uploaded? We have it? Okay. Continue, sir.
Right Honourable Speaker, I thank you for granting me this opportunity to appraise you on Uganda's preparedness to co-host African Cup of Nations 2027 tournament alongside Kenya and the United Republic of Tanzania. This follows concerns raised by Honorable Kasule Ismail, a Member of Parliament from Hoima West Division, on this matter of national importance. Right Honourable Speaker and colleague, co-hosting a tournament of the magnitude and the complicity of the African Cup of Nations is not an undertaking that can be delivered by one ministry, department, agency, or sports federation acting alone. It requires a well-coordinated whole-of-government and whole-of-country approach. As guided by Cabinet, the First Lady and the Minister of Education and Sports has constituted an intersectoral committee to support the local organizing committee, LOC, in Uganda's preparation for AFCON 2027. Furthermore, government planning for AFCON 2027 has been guided by the number of key assumptions. These include the fact that the tournament will be jointly hosted by Uganda, Kenya, and United Republic of Tanzania, that it will run from 19th June to 18th July 2027, that Uganda will host matches at Mandela National Stadium, Nambole, Hoima City Stadium, and we have a backup stadium, which is Akibwa Olympic Stadium, and that two competition stadiums together with attendant training facilities must be completed by 31st December 2026. In 2024, Cabinet not only approved the government guarantees to the Confederation of African Football, but also approved a budget of 1.35 trillion towards the infrastructure, logistical, operational costs associated with the preparation for both African Nations Championship CHAN 2024 and AFCON 2027, including Uganda's obligatory commitment fees to CAF. In addition, government has approved 905 billion to meet contractual intersectoral funding and administrative requirements for AFCON 2027. Right Honourable Speaker and honourable colleagues, additional commitments include following major intervention. 1. Support to upgrading of selected hotels in Hoima and Masindi through a special credit facility in accordance with CAF standard. 2. Upgrading priority access roads, pedestrian walkways, and street lighting around Hoima City Stadium and Mandela National Stadium. 3. Construction of a passenger terminal at Kawalega Airport and operationalize the facility as an international airport. 4. Upgrade of Kadiva Stadium as a training facility and support preparations for the Uganda Cranes. 5. Support the local organizing committee to undertake tournament specific preparations across its subcommittee. 7. Remodeling and upgrade of Mandela National Stadium. 8. Deployment and improvement of to ICT infrastructure at airport, hotels, stadium training facilities, hospitals supporting the tournament. 9. Upgrade of designated health facility in Hoima, Masindi, Seruka to provide intensive care, accident and emergency services. 10. Strengthening sanitation and environmental hygiene services in host city, that's Hoima City and Masindi Municipal. 11. Upgrade of meteorological services to support tournaments operations. 12. Improvement to water supply infrastructure in Hoima City. 13. Upgrade and maintenance of railway infrastructure serving Kampala, Mukono, Namamve, and Mandela, and Nambole. 14, extension of electricity infrastructure to key AFCON facilities, including Hoima City Stadium and Kabalega International Airport. 15, promoting Uganda as a destination under the AFCON brand. 16, waiver of visa fee for visitors during the tournament period. 17, pursuit of a joint Pamoja visa with Kenya and United Republic of Tanzania to ease movements of funds and guests. Right, Honorable Speaker, the above-mentioned intervention will be directly implemented by the government, ministries, departments, and agencies responsible. I quote that. The above-mentioned intervention will be directly implemented by government, ministries, departments, and agencies responsible. The Ministry of Education and Sports, the LOC, will play a supervisory role to ensure timely implementation of activities by MDAs and conformity to the CAF standards. The detailed update on infrastructure development in the preparation for AFCON tournament is as follows. Hoima City Stadium, works for construction of the Hoima City Stadium have been completed and the defect liability period will expire in December 2026. During this period, the contractor will undertake remedial works to address comments made by CAF after their recent inspection. We expect the next inspection on 31st of August next 2026. Mandela National Stadium. The Memorandum of Understanding between the Ministry of Education and Sports and the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs for design and build works for expansion of Mandela National Stadium, Nambole, under Phase 2 was signed on 26 February 2026. Under this phase, we expect, among others, the following: upgrading seating capacity from 38,000 to 45,000, improvements and expansion of the VVIPs and VIP launches, improvements in the media tribune, stadium media center, press conferences rooms, mixed zones, spectators related areas, medical areas, among others. Right, Honorable Speaker, the contractor has completed design reviews and incorporated all observations raised by the Confederation of African Football. Structural integrity tests have also been successfully undertaken, confirming the project's readiness to proceed. The contractor remains scheduled to complete works within the timeline stipulated by CAF, that's 31st December 2026. Chambogo University Training Facility. Phase 2 construction works are progressing well and the facility is expected to be completed by August. Makere University Training Facility. Construction works are ongoing. Completion is expected by August. Hoima Boma Ground. The project is on course for completion by September this year. Masindi Municipal Stadium Training Facility. Construction works are ongoing. The facility is expected to be completed by September this year. Fufa Kadiba Training Facility. The BOQs and architectural design for Kadiba are being finalized and the site will soon be handed over to the UPDF Engineers Brigade. The scope of works include remedial works on the pitch and installation of floodlights. We envisage to complete the works by December. Why the delay? The stadium was being used by the Federation because it's a Federation facility till the end of the calendar year for football competition, which ended recently. Satito Winyi Secondary School Training Facility. The process of acquiring land at Satito Winyi is concluded and the Ministry of Works Transport is preparing the BOQs. Works will commence in August 2026 and will be completed in December. Why the delay? There was a complaint on the land. And as per the guidance from Attorney General, government cannot invest resources where we do not have exclusive ownership of the land. So the two parties had to be brought on board and finally there's a consent to that effect. So now we are ready to start work. Upgrade priority access roads, pedestrian walkways, and street lighting around Hoima City Stadium and Mandela National Stadium. Government is implementing a number of strategic road projects aimed at improving access to AFCON 2027 competition and training venues, while also easing traffic flow within the host cities. The works cover Jokas, Uganda Christianity University Road, 13.2 kilometers. This road is going to be completed and worked on, and that helps us ease traffic on the main Ginger Highway. And Honorable Gambuuze is nodding. I think let's clap for government for that.